Hi, I'm Ayushi and I want you to do something with me. Ta-da! Now, bring your fingers in front of your nose and try and join them. Oops! Let's try it again. Light and sight, though very clear, but very confusing. So, let's go to the Children's Science Gallery in Bangalore and play I Spy.
Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum, Bangalore. Into the Science for Children Gallery, where the magic of light and sight, mirrors and images awaits to entertain and educate. Here you can fly. Fly with one foot firmly on the ground. It's fun. It's learning with fun.
Did I not say that you could fly with your foot on the ground? Mirrors, I tell you, they can do amazing things. How and why? I think how and why are the basis of science and learning. Oops, thank you. This is what I say. The ball and light have something in common. What say?
Just like a ball, light bounces too. It reflects from shiny surfaces. When the mirror is plain, reflection follows certain rules. Lateral inversion. The left becomes the right and the right is seen as the left. And the image is as far behind as in front of the mirror. Keeping these rules in mind, can we figure out why we fly with one foot on the ground?
Because when half of your body is over here, the mirror shows exactly half of your body there. So when you move your body, it feels that like you're flying. Because if you lift one leg and the same the same figure comes there, so it looks like you're flying.
Nearly perfect explanation. 1 foot off the ground, reflected in the mirror, as far behind as in front of it. And the left foot appears to be the right one. So the image of the body is complete. You are seen with both feet off the ground and you are flying. The second foot, the one on the ground, should not be seen. Remember this trick every time you see a magician making things fly. Keep in mind, it is the magic of science, the science of mirrors and light.
What an ordinary spoon can do to your image. Concave, convex, concave, convex. But our friends at the Science Gallery are very lucky. They don't need these small spoons to have fun with distorted images.
What's an outing without fun and laughter? The Science for Children Gallery infuses learning with fun. And it is fun to stretch and shrink or simply go upside down. The science of mirrors that are not plain but curved. Time to grasp the science of convex and concave.
Convex mirror makes you look short.
Convex mirrors are used in car doors, while concave mirrors are used in car headlights. When light falls on a convex mirror, it converges and the image is short and fat. But concave mirrors make the light spread out. The image formed is tall and thin.
Have you ever wondered why we see in colors when the sunlight is white? Have you ever wondered why red is red, green is green, and black black? Let's not wonder. Let's explore it out with our friends at the Science Gallery. But before that, how about checking the white light from the sun with this prism?
Pass white light through a prism and it shows its true colors. It breaks into the visible spectrum of 7 colors, the colors that can be seen by the human eye. Herein lies the science of color. Any color is that color because it reflects that particular wavelength only and absorbs all else. Red, blue and green are the primary colors of light. Mix the 3 and you get white. But mix only 2 and the result is different. The color mixer activity draws the children's attention to some more important concepts. This is an activity with filters. A filter is a piece of colored glass or plastic that makes colored light. This happens simply because it allows only one color to pass through. In the color mixer are 3 filters: magenta, yellow and cyan. The children turn the knobs and produce their own colors. And as they watch the changing colors, as the filters overlap or cross each other, they understand. Color and light go hand in hand, yet the primary colors of pigments are different than those of light. So visitors at the Science for Children Gallery at the VITM learn that in the paint box, the primary colors are magenta, yellow and cyan. When you mix all 3, you get black. And by mixing them in different combinations and proportions, you can make just any color, with the exception of white. So cyan plus yellow gives green, while yellow plus magenta makes red. When cyan is mixed with magenta, blue paint can be created. But what's this? A picture made in just 2 colors, red and green. See it through a red filter. The green simply disappears. No green light to reflect, no green to see. Change the filter to green and it is the turn of red to disappear. No doubt, science is fun when understood and mastered this way.
Shadows, dark and black, areas of no light. That's what we all think. But let's play some more I Spy. Not with dark dull shadows, but with colorful ones. To the gallery, what say?
Ah, colored shadows, multicolored. But why? What is the science of these interesting shadows? Why are they changing colors? The children are thinking and observing as they play.
Because the colors of blue and red emit a green shadow.
Not perfect, but quite right.
We know that shadows form when light is blocked by an object. In this case, the children are the object blocking light. With this in mind, let's watch the shadows and understand the colored ones. First, when just the white light is on, the shadow is black. The usual dark absence of light. But now, when the colored lights turn on, the story is different. The color shadow display has red, green and blue lights, the 3 primary colors of light that combine to form white light. Now, when the children walk in front of the lights, they cast 3 different shadows on the wall. Whenever they block one color of light, the other 2 combine to form a complementary color. Cyan, magenta and yellow are complementary to red, green and blue. So the children soon discover that if they stand close enough to the wall, they can create shadows of 6 different colors besides black and white. It's the science of addition and subtraction of colored light.
Gnomon, starting with the alphabet G. Add this gnomon to your scientific vocabulary. What is gnomon? Well, it is related to time, shadows, sun, and much more. Why don't you see it yourself?
It's a sundial, the earliest known clocks devised by man to figure out time. Sundials work on shadows that shift as the position of the earth in relation to the sun shifts. And what is the gnomon? It is the name given to the pointer in the sundial. In the display, the bulbs placed at regular intervals are the sun. Watch the shadow as it moves, all because the bulbs light up one by one. The time can be seen. Let's understand this better. The earth revolves round the sun, and as it revolves, it rotates on its axis. One rotation every 24 hours. And as it rotates, the light from the sun changes angle. The shadow shifts. Through the day, the shadow keeps moving. Man discovered this soon enough and made the sundial. Each division of 15 degrees represent 1 hour.
Shadows. Our shadows shadow us, walk with us, jump with us, bend with us. They are literally one with us. But believe me, we can leave our shadows behind and walk away. And I really mean it. So, let's have some fun with shadows minus us.
Frozen shadow? What could they be? Let's just follow the instructions. Stand still till a bright source of light comes on. Then walk away from your shadow, leaving it behind. The working. The screen here is special, made of a material that becomes luminous when exposed to light. So when we stand against it and a bright flash bulb comes on, the body blocks this light from the part it covers. The rest of the screen becomes luminous. When we walk away, the dark shadow remains. That's our shadow minus us.
Our world today is high-tech. When there is high technology everywhere around the world, how can it not be there at the Science Gallery? Digital shadows. They are very fascinating.
Let's follow the instructions. Let's block the invisible to us infrared light with our hand and see this application of electronics. What fun! The hand blocks the path of the infrared light coming from above the panel. The bulbs on the panel below start glowing in response. We may not understand all of this, but we can surely understand that this technology is used to open doors, activate burglar alarms, and of course, to create glowing shadows.
We have two eyes. Yes, we have two eyes, but we see only one image.
Time we peered into the eye to see its working. When we look at something, the light that bounces off that thing enters the eyeball through the clear covering. Behind the pupil is the lens. The lens bends the light and focuses it to the back of the eye, to the retina. The image is inverted. Nerves on the retina convert the image into an electrical signal and flash it to the brain. The brain understands and tells you what you can see. Now see something funny. A sheet of paper rolled into a tube. Place it before the right eye and look through. Now the left hand comes here.
You really have to do this yourself. A hole in your palm.
Our two eyes work as one, giving us our sense of depth and distance. The two separate images of the two eyes merge into one and we get our 3D vision or binocular vision. That is why when the two eyes see different things, as in this case, you get a hole in the palm. Another fun display. A bridge that is incomplete gets completed when we place our nose close to it. Seeing is believing. Or is it?
What do I have here? This is a bird and this is a cage. Two images, bird and cage. Now watch what happens.
The parrot appears to be inside the cage. The two images become one. The result of persistence of vision. Our brain retains the image of what we see for about half a second, even after we stop seeing the thing. So the bird and the cage turned around like this appear to be one image. Animation films and cartoons work on this principle. Wheels to move and wheels for fun. Wheels that explain how a small force can be changed to a large one, as in a cycle. But this model also explains how sight can create illusion. Watch how the patterns change. Remember, the eyes are seeing it correctly. It's the brain that is creating mischief.
Science is all around us. There is so much to be learnt from anything and everything around us. At the Science Gallery is a fun model full of pins. And you know, what does it teach us? I won't tell you. See it yourself.
The numbers are spinning. Coming right up.
What's this? A pin screen where you can print your body. A simple display that explains the working of printing technology.
Popped out.
I think that these pins that are put here, when you put pressure on them, they go inside. So when this board is straight, they do not come back, while when it's like this, all the pins come back. So when you put like this and keep the board straight, the pins make an impression like of your hand, like this, finger, anything.
Dots or pinheads that come together to create a full picture. Examine any picture and you will discover the science of dots. The great thing is that any number of colors can be produced using just the 3 primary colors. Printers and even cameras and televisions work on the same technology. Dots that combine to form different images and colors.
Science can take you to places. Technology can give you wings. It can make you soar into the sky or jump from the sky, all without actually doing it. So, let's enter the world of virtual reality.
Step into a zone that controls what you see and responds to your movements and actions. When you step into virtual reality, you enter a world that is truly not there. You jump off a parachute without jumping. You control its movement without touching. And you experience the thrill of the activity without doing it. It's a fun corner, but a corner that opens the young minds to the potential of technology. Science and technology are tools that can make the impossible possible. The message drives home.
I liked it, but you'll have to put a lot of effort in playing that. How much you pull, it doesn't budge to the side. I don't know how. Real tough playing the game, but very good. You win, you enjoy, but lose. Little disappointment, but you'll eventually learn. It was good. Non-magnetic. Non-magnetic. Non-magnetic.
Science museums can be such fun. I wonder why we children think that they are boring, and adults, they avoid them too. I'm sure as we play with magnets and grasp what and how they work, you would like to know what experts in learning patterns have to say about science museums and this form of informal learning.
When you take the child to a museum, the child sees around him all the objects of daily life, but which are in a form that is scientifically explained. And it gives a sign to the child that this is something that is worth exploring, that is worth knowing about, and parents have taken that much of time and effort to bring me here, so there is something of value in this place.
Nearly 9 lakh visitors per year. Lakhs informed and entertained through hands-on exhibits and imaginative displays. VITM is a unit of the National Council of Science Museums. The goal: to communicate the message of science and technology. The method: informal. The understanding: if the fear of science goes, it becomes true learning.
This is a pencil. Hard and stiff. But now, watch what happens. Voila! Turn it into rubber. This is the excitement of science. Do you know why and how that happened? I won't tell you. You do it yourself and find out. Because now it's time for me to say thank you and bye.